Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unpack the secrets hidden in plain sight within company reports. Today, we're diving into a filing from QHS Lab Incorporated, and let's just say their latest report is hinting at some pretty significant moves behind the scenes. Before we dive in, if you are someone who likes to get straight to the core of what is happening with companies, hit that subscribe button. Also, we've got a growing community over on Discord where we break down these documents even further. Link is in the description below. So come join the conversation. Alright, let's get into this filing. This is a current report, meaning something a bit more immediate has happened that the company needs to tell the public about. And the main event here, the big news they're sharing in this report, revolves around a press release they put out on the 16th of January 2026. The title of that press release tells us a lot. The company, QHS Lab, which you might know by its stock ticker USAQ, is kicking off a process to expand its board of directors. Why would they do this? The release says it is to strengthen their governance and to get ready for the next stage of their growth. This often means they're planning for bigger things, perhaps new projects, new markets, or even major partnerships. Expanding the board can bring in new expertise, new perspectives, and a wider network of contacts, all of which are crucial when a company is looking to scale up. Now, this is a bit of legal fine print, but it is important. They're telling us that this press release, which is attached as an exhibit to this filing, is being provided for informational purposes under a specific rule called Regulation FD. It is not considered officially filed in the same way that their main financial reports are. This means they're not taking on liability for it under certain securities laws in the same way. They're also making it clear that this report isn't an admission that anything revealed here is particularly important according to Regulation FD. Basically, they're sharing news but with an extra layer of caution about how it is legally interpreted. What is also interesting here is how they're communicating. They explicitly state that they use their website, press releases, and a whole host of social media channels, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram to share information with investors. This is a modern approach, and they're signaling that you should be keeping an eye on all these platforms because material information, meaning important news, could appear on any of them. They want investors to check these sources regularly for business and financial updates. Moving on, this section basically tells us what documents are being included with this report. The most significant one, as we've discussed, is that press release. Here it is, Exhibit 99.1. The press release we've been talking about. It confirms the date and the exact title that highlights their board expansion plans. This is the core of what they wanted to announce with this specific filing. Then there is Exhibit 104, which is for the interactive data file. This is what makes these filings machine readable and helps analysts and investors quickly analyze the data. It is like a digital format of their financial information for easier processing. And finally, we have the signatures. This is where the company leadership officially signs off on the report. We see Troy Grogan, the Chief Executive Officer and Chairman, signing on behalf of QHS Lab Incorporated. This date, the 16th of January 2026, is significant as it marks the earliest event reported in this filing, tying back to the press release. Now let's step back and look at what this filing, and specifically the press release it is referencing, tells us about QHS Lab Incorporated. The core story here is about strategic preparation for future growth. When a company is ready to expand its board, it is usually a sign that they're looking beyond their current operational capacity. This could mean they're planning to take on new debt for expansion, looking for larger funding rounds, or preparing for significant operational changes. The emphasis on strengthening governance is particularly noteworthy. It implies that as they grow, they want to ensure they have robust management structures in place to handle increased complexity and scrutiny. This can be a positive sign, showing foresight and a commitment to long-term stability. However, it is also worth considering what this doesn't tell us directly. This is a Form 8K, which is for reporting significant events. While the board expansion is significant, the filing itself doesn't provide detailed financial numbers or a deep dive into business operations. That kind of information would typically be found in their quarterly 10Q or annual 10Q reports. So while we know what they're doing preparing for growth by strengthening their leadership, we don't have the full economic picture here. We'd need to look at their other filings to understand if their financials support this ambitious growth phase. For investors, this filing serves as an important signal. It is a heads up that management is looking ahead and making strategic moves. It increases the importance of monitoring their future announcements and financial reports to see how this board expansion translates into concrete actions and performance. Are they bringing in board members with specific expertise in areas where they plan to expand? Are there new executives joining the team? These are the questions that this filing naturally raises. My take on this is that QHS Lab Incorporated is signaling a proactive approach to their future. By focusing on board expansion and governance, they are laying groundwork for what they likely anticipate will be a period of increased activity and possibly significant growth. The decision to use multiple communication channels, including social media, to disseminate this information shows a modern understanding of investor relations and a desire to reach a broad audience. Risks to watch for would be if this expansion doesn't lead to tangible results, or if the new board members don't bring the expected value. Also, if their underlying financial health, which isn't detailed here, isn't strong enough to support the growth they're planning. This could create future problems. Opportunities lie in successful execution of their growth strategy, leveraging the new expertise brought in by the expanded board, and potentially achieving new market positions or product successes. In conclusion, this filing is a stepping stone. It tells us QHS Lab Incorporated is getting ready for something bigger. It is not a full financial report, but it is a crucial indicator of their forward-looking strategy. What are your thoughts on this move by QHS Lab Incorporated? Do you think expanding the board is a smart move for their growth? Let me know your opinions in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more in-depth corporate analysis. And don't forget to join our Discord community for more discussions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.